Hey guys, Happy Matson here. And before we go and get this motor out of this motorcycle, I want to take another stab at getting these broken spark plugs out of this motorcycle. So I've went and picked up a few things. Let's take a look at what we're working with today. I've done a bunch of reading, watched a bunch of videos on YouTube also too, just trying to figure out some options of getting these plugs out. I think it's going to be a lot easier to do while the engine's in the bike. So I'd like to give it one more chance. So let's take a look at the tools that we'll be using today. All right, the first thing we're going to try is that we're going to use a heat gun and we're going to heat up the block. All right, we're going to heat it up and try to get that hot. We're going to try and get that thing to actually expand. The next thing, I went and grabbed a can of Freeze Off. Cost about $8. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to spray that stuck part of the spark plug. So I'm going to try and freeze it so it actually contracts. All right, next, I kind of failed with the original extractor kit. So I went to the Depot of Home and I found this. This is actually for plumbing, but it's another extractor set. And what I like about it is that I can actually get a wrench around it. I was having a real hell of a time with this extractor set trying to use crescent wrench. So I'm going to give this a whirl today and see if I can get a little more leverage on it. So I'm hoping between heat and cold that we're going to be able to break one of these free. Let's go for 1 for 2 today. Let's try to get one at least. All right, so first things first, we're going to try the pipe nipple extractor set. One of the pieces that came with it actually does fit in perfectly in there. And I've got my breaker bar ready to go. Got to use an extension, unfortunately, because it's pretty tight in there. But again, I'm going to have some really good torque on that wrench. First things first, though, we're going to hit her with some PB Blaster again. Hit her one more time. I've been coming out here the last couple times a day, or at least a few times this week. I was able to get out and deal with this as well. So let's start with applying some heat to the actual block. Let's see if we can warm this up. This thing will probably start to smoke a little bit, so I think that's just kind of par for the course right now. I'm going to heat it up, start heating it up. I'm going to do this for a good few minutes and get this thing really nice and warm. So we don't want to sit here watching paint dry. So I'm just going to kind of work this, try to get this nice and hot. You can already start seeing things starting to smoke off a little bit. But let's heat it up. Let's see if we can get this engine block to just kind of expand just a little bit. You can really start to see things starting to smoke here as I hold this heat gun on this engine block. Start to see it pouring out of the front there. Hope you guys can see that. Definitely not something that you want to be breathing in, I'm sure, but hell, we're working on bikes. Kind of comes along with it. Just going to keep heating this up. Going to be real patient. I want to get this thing really nice and hot before I hit it with the cold. And again, we're just hitting this with heat, being real patient. I've been doing this for 2-3 minutes now. Just want to get it really hot. We want to see if we can just get any little bit of movement to expand that spark plug port. We're going to keep hitting it with the heat. And then we're going to hit it hard with the cold. I'm going to throw the extractor in on the breaker bar. And then we are just going to hope. We're going to hope this buddy breaks free. I saw it successfully executed on a really detailed YouTube video that a guy did. I should go back and look at the channel and give the guy proper credit. But this is where I got the idea from. Heat and then cold. And hopefully we can break this thing apart. And it's getting hot now. You can see it really starting to smoke. We're burning some stuff off of there. So I think we're really close here to actually giving our first shot at this. You got to work kind of fast, though. Got to work kind of fast. First try, I'm just going to try and freeze it, get the extractor in, and then just try to get it out. The directions say that it could help to like tap on it a couple times as well. But let's just try and go for it once here. All right, let's go for it. It's pretty hot. I'm going to grab my freeze. And I only really want to hit this main part. That's all that I really want to do. I want to get this part nice and cold. Yeah, you can feel the cold coming off of there. All right, I'm going to give it one quick whack. Just like that. We're going to grab our extractor. I'm going to give this a nice tap in. Grab my breaker bar. And I think it worked, guys. Maybe not. Man, I thought I felt a turn. Oh, no, this extractor, the teeth are a little too fine on it. Yep, it's a little too fine. It ain't going to work. So I'm going to hit this, continue to hit this with the freeze-all, and I'm going to grab my other extractor. Give me 1 second. All right, going to keep hitting it with the cold. Again, I just really want to hit this middle piece, get this really nice and cold. Okay, I'm going in with the main extractor. Another little tap. Get this wrench on there. Let's see if we can get her to turn. Gotta get some leverage into it here. Come on. Yeah, it still ain't coming, guys. I was thinking this was really gonna work well. Nope, still ain't moving. I almost feel like the extractor is gonna break before anything else. That still ain't cutting it. Give her another break. Running out of ideas here, guys. Try and get this out. Nope. No go. Let's hit her with some more freeze. See how cold we can get it. Thing's got to be super cold by now. Now, this probably isn't the most exciting video, but it is so important that I try to get these out of here. Should be nice and cold now. Let's try it again. Let's get her on here. Oh, let's flip this around. It's an awkward spot. You gotta work kind of fast too. Oh man. I mean, I'm giving this everything I got. Everything I got, and I still can't get her to go. All right. Well, this is also a failure, man. I'm burning a lot of time and a lot of cash on this one. Well, we failed miserably again trying to get those broken spark plugs out, man. They will not move. I actually, off camera, I hit that thing with ice cold for probably a good 60 seconds. Got it. And it just won't budge. I've got the right extractor tool. I've been hitting this thing for over a week now with PB Blaster. They are jammed in there. You got any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. We'll try anything at this point because, again, this is a total donor bike, and the goal is to just tear the engine apart anyway. So any kind of measures that are super extreme, just let me know. Next step, I'll probably go and get an old spark plug and find the right size drill bit that's just a little bit smaller and try to drill that piece of metal out. That's what I'm thinking, and then maybe I can get the rest of it out. Yeah, I'm at a loss. Thanks for coming along with the journey. We'll get it one of these days, and we're going to celebrate big time when we actually do that. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe. Also, follow along on Instagram and Twitter at BVMatson. I'm done mucking with these spark plugs today. Let's get this motor out. See you next time.